ready to do this. This has been something we wanted to do for quite some time. We wanted to give this information out. I personally love giving game out that our competitors don't like us giving game out because we have a lot of people who have probably been misled or overeducated or given too much or too many things to do. So we are working on making sure that you guys are all set with the basics, the parameters that people need to be effective, nothing more, nothing less. And so that's what we're here to do. Really looking forward to sharing all of this with all of you. Thank you all for showing up.
Tom is a former sergeant in the United States Marine Corps. Tom's passions in helping others achieve their goals and specializes in preparing businesses to scale. With over 17 years of experience between corporate consulting and fractional services, he has helped countless businesses and organizations overcome the biggest obstacles in training, sales, project management, and information management. With that being said, Tom, go ahead and take it from here.
Thanks. And again, thank you everybody for attending. So as you said, I'm one of the founders of DEFCON1 Marketing, along with a couple of other individuals. One thing I really want to start with here is introducing how this came to be. So what we started with here was a company that had a lot of problems getting their CRM off the ground. They hired people. The people would put something together. It would get so far through, and then it would break. And they went through this countless times and countless times and countless times. And so a lot of you can probably relate. You know, we're talking tens of thousands of dollars thrown at a problem that never got solved. When they finally connected with me, I took a look at their system. Since my degree is in business management with a specialization in information management, plus my time in corporate, it took me about 5 minutes to figure out what was going on, a couple hours to fix it. And ever since then, I've not left their side. We spent almost 2 years refining this model from perfecting the copy, from installing automations to digging into what are the pain points that these clinics have. Some of the things that Hayden mentioned before, we'll talk to here. But what I really want to start off with is uh, where the DEFCON CRM really separates itself, as well as some of the things that it observes and does that separate it. So, the number one thing that I think Hayden touched on lightly is most clinics don't lose patients because of bad leads. They lose them because they respond too slowly or not at all. The average clinic takes about 47 minutes to respond to a new lead. Meanwhile, 78% of patients book with the first clinic that responds. Hence, if you're not responding in under 5 minutes, your ad spend is leaking revenue. And after 5 minutes, your chances of even getting a response drop by up to 90%. It's not a lead quality problem, it's a speed and a follow up problem. The clinics that are winning right now aren't doing better ads, they're responding faster and following up more consistently. Kind of what is DEFCON in a sense? It's a HIPAA compliant automation CRM built specifically for med spas and clinics. This is not a generic software retrofitted for healthcare. It is designed around how clinics actually operate. It automates the things that humans struggle to do consistently: speed, repetition, follow through, instant responses, consistent follow up, tasks, reminders, accountability, making sure that every lead is captured, responded to, logged, and tracked. No more, I thought someone else called them. Our clients did the same thing over and over. Our CRM works while we're with patients and even while we're closed. And that's where the automations come in. You'll hear from Inova in a little bit on how you can even supplement that to enhance it even more so that you can have an active dialogue with people after hours or when your clinics are closed or when the staff is tied up and can't handle it, to reduce the overwhelm on the staff and enhance the experience of the patient and thus reduce the revenue leakage that we referenced before. So that said, the biggest hidden loss in clinics isn't bad leads; it's missed follow up. The steps that we kind of take, or the things that we kind of uh, hit on here are, DEFCON ensures 100% follow up instantly and repeatedly. It immediately sends texts and emails. It does smart nurture until they get booked or say no. Provides confirmations, no show recovery, rescheduling. Automation doesn't replace staff, it protects them. However, it can replace staff. So it's up to you as these owners to look at, as you're implementing some of these tools, you'll have some insights and some revelations and the things that will come to mind or to light that are showing you, well, we either have this person in the wrong place, or we don't need this person, or we need to bring the software in to take that person off of it so that we can eliminate some overhead, we can save some money, we can be more consistent. So not only does it protect your staff, but it can replace staff if necessary. And it ensures your team talks to warm, qualified leads instead of chasing voicemails. And that's how clinics push conversion rates into the 50, 70% range. The thing that I want to talk more about too is that DEFCON is not just an email campaign tool. You've got a lot of different CRMs out there. HubSpot, Zoho, the list goes on and on and on. And the thing that I don't necessarily love about them is they kind of take what I call the hub and spoke model, which is there's one thing they do really well, and then they know there's all these other things that people can do. So they come up with what I kind of call a half solution to it so that they can claim they offer it. But not only do they do that, they charge you for that extra service and every extra seat. So one thing I want to make clear is DEFCON1 isn't just a campaign tool, it's an infrastructure. It is a marketing operating system. Most clinics are juggling 20 different tools that don't talk to each other. I was in a spa the other day sitting down with a clinic director, and I said, pull up everything that you do when it comes to doing all of your operations here. Literally opened 22 different tabs. I said, what would you do if I could tell you that we could get that down to 2 tabs? Your CRM and your EMR, and Apex Coach, basically. And she didn't believe me, so I showed her, and she thus begged me to harass, the corporate level of that organization, and we're working on that. But anyway, DEFCON consolidates all of these things into one operating system. It runs the same way on day 1, month 6, location 12, meaning you're going to get consistency through and through. And that's done through automations. That's done through optional AI that you can sign up for with Innova. It has the ability to be smart. It has the ability to make decisions. It has the ability to just follow an exact path that you want it to. Our best clients stopped relying on hero employees. The system works even when people are sick or on vacation. Automation handles speed and consistency. AI and humans handle nuance, and that's how you scale without chaos. And then just a couple of quick things that our clients have had to say. One clinic we work with did not change their ads at all. All they did was fix speed to lead. Hayden talked to this a little bit. Response time dropped from 30 minutes to under 3. Bookings increased over 40% in the first month. Same traffic, same spend, better results. Another clinic thought they had a lead quality issue. Turns out they were missing half of their follow-ups. Once DEFCON1 handled the nurturing reminders, their front desk stopped chasing people. Revenue stabilized almost immediately, and it freed up their staff to provide better patient care, which is really what you want to do if you want to keep customers. So all in all, DEFCON is not a typical med spa. It is something that we built specifically for a fast growing clinic. In fact, one of the faster growing larger clinics in the country, and refined it and refined it and refined it and broke it and fixed it and refined it. And once we finally got it to a point where we were confident we didn't have more issues, we decided to roll it out and open it up to everybody. And you know, as Hayden and I and Dave began working together, we noticed you know, a lot of the stuff that we had invested in here really go a lot further than most of these CRMs go. And the beauty of DEFCON is there's it's one flat rate. We don't charge by features. We don't charge by number of seats. It's a flat rate. And that's what helps. We confirm no shows, confirmations, reschedules. Your team talks to warm qualified leads instead of chasing voicemails. You know, that's essentially it. So DEFCON can really encompass everything. When I say everything, I'm talking about if you're running ads, you can run it your management of those ads through this system. If you are going around from each of your social media channels to check all your messages and everything, we have a consolidated place where they all go into one place inside this. If you are doing booking, there's Calendly like booking built in. If you're doing contracts, if you're doing consent forms, there's built-in DocuSign. We have ability to, and what comes with the system, pre-written emails, pre-written texts, pre-done automations, things that nurture, things that work with copy that's already proven and tested time over time over time. So what you're getting is an off-the-shelf solution that you can deploy in a very short period of time and amplify your results, you know, in tandem with working with your advertiser and any other vendors such as Innova or VA Task Pros, Apex. And that's one thing that we did is we also have the capability to connect for those EMRs that allow it. We have the ability to connect our DEFCON CRM to your EMR. What that does is it eliminates redundancy in data entry. It allows more time on patient experience and patient care, and a whole host of other things. So I would encourage, you know, if this is something that you're interested in, you know, we'd love to talk to you more about it. But I do have to say, when we combine Apex Coach with all of the other people on this call that are going to be presenting, we just saw explosions. These tools are nothing more, nothing less than what you need to be successful. Too many people focus on, you know, the shiny stuff. They don't stay focused. This allows you one place, really a centralized place to do everything that you need to do marketing wise. You can plan out your social. You can do any, you know, the list keeps going. You can build LMS. You can build all these things. So for more information on that, we can obviously get on a demo call if you're interested. But you know, to close on DEFCON, you know, it really consolidates all the decentralization that you have. A lot of businesses, what they do is they grow and they grow and they grow through what I call, you know, elbow grease and sweat equity. But very seldom do they stop, turn around, take a look backwards and say, is this still the right way to do this? Is there a smarter way to do this? This is the smarter way to do this. This is what you look back and say, hey, we need to make this change to a better system that does everything for us. So DEFCON in combination with our power partners here can really catapult you very easily, you know. And this, the very first customer that we had, to this day, I believe, since the day we installed it for their locations, every location has experienced 30% month over month growth just simply by having this system. you're not sure about something, go ahead and sign up. When we don't eat up your whole entire day with these calls. We listen more than we talk, and I think that's important for us to understand what your needs are and how to best support your business, which is what we're here to do.